Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we have 5 new budget knives. And starting off with this one, this is a new one from Olatons. Now, I actually have an all blacked out version as well. And I gotta say, right off the bat, me and Kara both opened this thing up together. And I'm telling you, it impresses me like crazily. Like this, absolutely, first off, it passes the 10-point inspection. That's how good it is, but it is a very affordable knife. I really wish that they would come out with a large version of this because this is the mini Mastiff. Olaton's a mini Mastiff, but there is no regular Mastiff or large Mastiff. Not that it needs to be too big or anything, but just a little bit bigger, like a 3.25-inch blade or something, or even a 3-inch blade. But this is still a good size knife. Like this is something that would be competition for like the Civivi Baby Banter or something, but you know, a little bit bigger. It has the jimping up near the nose, 14C 28M blade steel, nice thinly ground geometry, nice and slicey. Love that jimping placement for utility cuts. You also got functioning jimping back here. This one has the white G10, but we also have the black G10. You can see there's very minimal hardware. I guess, you know what? I can't say it passed the 10-point. It passed a 9-point inspection because the one thing it would fail is the T6s. So I got to take that back. But let's go over the things that is awesome about it. One, this is one of the, man, it's so easy to front flip this. It is so snappy. They tuned the detent on this extraordinarily well. Like it is the perfect detent. I'm not sure if a detent on this size of a knife could be better, especially with a conventional detent. The thumb studs are placed extremely well. This is kind of rounded right here, so your finger goes right down to it. It's so easy to thumb flick or reverse flick. Access to the lock bar is good, easy to disengage, smooth on the drop. The sound of it has a really nice snap to it. So very snappy, great drop. I mean, just all around, basically everything's great on this. The clip is inset with flat screws, not reversible, but it is a good functioning pocket clip. And, you know, for the size, man, pinch grips, this could be somebody's ultimate utility cutter. It is a phenomenal little budget knife and it's under 50 bucks. So no complaints on that except for the T6s. The next one is actually a little fixed blade from BESTECH. Now, I actually have 2 little fixed blades from BESTECH. Check this out. We have this one, which is a little trailing point in 14C 28M, also with a little sheath. And then we have the sheep's foot in 14C 28M. And the difference in the name, let's see here. So this one is the HEIDI. And then the other one is the sheep's foot. Oh, they're both HEIDI. So never mind. They're both the HEIDI. Just one is, I don't know. They're both HEIDI. So anyways, the sheep's foot HEIDI and then the trailing point HEIDI, I guess. That's what I'm going to say. We have, yeah, they're both say B on them. Anyways, micarta scales. Love this micarta. Really good quality micarta. Full tang. We have T8s all the way down. They look like they're almost T10s, but they're probably T8s. Full grip on this little, very slim knife. Pinch grips are going to be amazing. Obviously, the handle is longer than the blade. So this is something that's going to be very concealable, very easy to carry, super duper lightweight. The sheath, nice click, no rattle, no tap, good push off point. Now this one's a little bit of a lighter lockup. It's probably just mine, but it's still really good. A little bit of rattle and tap. Not much though. Like I said, it is not as strong as the other one, but it's still good. Absolutely acceptable. Now, the geometry is super thin. So this is going to be a very slicey little utility cutter. You could use this as a neck knife, which that's kind of what it's perfect for. It did not come with a chain, but boy, you know, it'd be easy to get one. And this would be a great little neck knife or even just, you know, a little belt knife or a pocket knife. I mean, there's just so many different ways you carry something this small because it's so slim and so easy to use. And then the blade isn't really big. So it's like you have so much control over it. This is a really cool one from BESTECH. Now, this next one And I don't have any really complaints. I'm not a big trailing point fan, so this is not, you know, I don't like the plunge grind on this one. I think this one's a little bit better. Yeah, this one's plunge grind's a little bit better. That's the one thing I would probably change just a little bit, but they're still okay. But I'm not a big fan of the trailing points, but this blade shape is amazing. This would be really cool in a Warncliffe as well, which is very similar to a sheep's foot, but just a little pokier. Next is the AM8, the EYMOR, EYMOR, the AM8 EYMOR. This is a company that's sisters with Migaron, and it has a really good detent as well. You can hear it when it closes. Now it has a great flipping action. 14C 28M blade steel. We have a drop point blade with a blacked out finish. There is other color options. Black G10 that is slightly contoured. And then we have a deep carry clip that is inset with flat screws. And it does have T8s all the way around except for on the pot clip, which is really cool. Good access to the lock bar. Very smooth on the drop. And the hole is easy to get to. It has somewhat of the, not teardrop, but pear-shaped, I guess. Pear-shaped hole. So it's got that size on it where, you know, it's a small knife, but big enough for most people. It's something that can be good for utility cuts. You cut down on flat surfaces. You could choke up if you need to get, you know, close cuts. Back here, I do still have a full 4-finger grip. However, I do feel the clip quite a bit right here. Not that that's a big deal on something like this, but phenomenal reverse flick. Great detent. The only thing is, I'll say I hear a squeak every once in a while. Now, it's something that will break in. Once that it should break in. I guess I can't promise that, but I'd say that once the detent track is broken in on the finish, that should go away. But all in all, it's really cool. My negatives would be just the clip screws. You know, maybe the clip right here because it kind of pokes out over that corner. I do feel it quite a bit back here. And then jimping is decent. Flipping action's decent, or good, I should say. It's really good. The plunge grind is really good. Geometry is good. The blade seems like it's picking up a lot of fingerprints. I would prefer a stone-washed finish on there. Rock solid lockup. Yeah, not too many negatives here. This is a pretty cool little, you know, knife. It's not really my style personally, you know, the shape. But it is a cool one. If it's definitely your style, check it out, man. It's a really cool one. It's definitely done well. Migaron and AM8 do a good job. So there's, you know, it's going to be little nitpicks typically. Next is one from, I mean, actually I have two of these guys, from NEDFOSS, but we have two different ones. We have a button lock version and a liner lock version. So let's start off with the button lock version. So I gotta say something. So this was years ago, I tried this model when it first, I think it first came out, and it got a horrible, horrible review. This was something that I tore to pieces because it had so many issues. Like if you go watch that video, it was just not acceptable. Now, this is years later. They've gotten a chance to refine it. They have asked me to check it out multiple times, and I've always denied just because of that first experience. I gave them time, you know, but now we're getting to check it out years later when they've had a chance to refine it. I do like the way they distress this G10. It's nice and smooth. They do have T8 hardware all the way around except for on the pocket clip, which is also good. Lockup, a smidgen of up and down, but it's not failing. It is somewhat of a harpoon drop point blade. Flipping action, it's a light detent, but you know, it works. 14C 28N, and we have a satin finish on the blade, satin finish on the steel bolsters. It is a steel body. The detent, like I said, it is a soft detent, so that's one thing I think could be improved, is just the detent strength, at least on this one. Maybe add some thumb studs. It is ergonomic. It's a cool shape. It looks good. It's a good looking knife. Deep carry clip inset with flat screws and reversible. That's cool because this is an ambidextrous knife. But the detent does kind of make it feel a little cheap. This guy, however, has a phenomenal detent. Great detent for the liner lock. And I like how the liner pokes out on both sides. Really easy access. very smooth on the drop. Also solid, no up and down, no right or left play. Deep carry clips inset with flat screws. And ooh, they made it reversible, but on this one, they cut it out. This one, they did not. But it is TA hardware all the way around, except for the pocket clip once again. Yeah, this one, I'd say I like this one a little bit better just because of that detent. But, oh no, this one's D2. Sorry, guys. This one's 14C, this one's D2. I wish this one was 14C. Also, I wish this one had a stonewash finish. If this was a stonewash finish, if this, and this is an aluminum bolster. This one isn't steel. So this one's steel. This one's aluminum. Interesting. So we have steel liners, aluminum bolster, contour, slightly contoured G10. Not as distressed as this one, but I do like it still. But, you know, as you can see, they are very similar, just quite a few differences, you know, especially when we talk about the steel and the lock. I do feel something right there. Look at that. Something, I feel something right there. Bam. See that? There's something weird going on in the drop of this. I'm guessing the bearing, this is what I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's a spot where the bearings are rolling and it's hitting like a little pocket, like a little hole where it was like tightened too far. And then once it gets past that, it just falls. So it feels a little awkward. So I'd say it still needs a little work. I'd say it still needs a little work. It's not the best. I personally wouldn't recommend it. I would say, you know, wait till they get their detents down pat and or just refine their actions. It's a good looking knife, but they've come out with so many bad versions of this that it's like now, like I'm, you know, I'd be scared to buy this if I was anybody on the internet, because it's like I haven't seen a good version yet. Like, they look good, they seem like they have a lot going for them, but then they always fail. You know, there's always just something that holds them back. And yeah, I would say give up on it. Either give up on this design and just throw it away, get a different design, or two, actually do it right. So there you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Till next time, peace.